Hey friends, Kevin Gehring here, your Sacramento Stockton area realtor and lender, here with another edition of The Dirty Little Secret. So in this installment, I want to talk to you about when saving money isn't really saving money. And this really applies to especially a refinance, what I want to talk about. So stick with me, there's a lot of math here, but with the magic of PowerPoint, I think I can help myself out and help you out understand. So let's take a look at this. Let's just say that you bought a house 10 years ago. You had an original loan of $300,000. Back then, 10 years ago, about 3.75 would have been the average interest rate. So, $300,000, 3.75%, which gave you a monthly payment that's principal and interest only, does not count taxes, does not count insurance, of $1,389. All right, so we've got that. You've been paying for 10 years now, and after 10 years of payments doing standard amortization, you would owe $234,000. All right, take that. So amount left to pay is $1,389, that's your monthly payment, times the 240 payments you have left. That means that you will pay with the principal and interest $333,360. All right, you follow me so far? Even though you only owe $234, that's what you owe. There's interest every month. You got to pay the interest. So the total you are going to be out of pocket is that number right there, $333,360. All right, so talking to your favorite loan officer there, and you're looking at refinancing. All right, you want to refinance. And remember, in a refinance, there's many ways to do it, but this particular refinance, you are going to put the closing costs. That's the true cost we talked about last week or the week before, not counting impounds, not counting taxes, not counting insurance. If I throw those in there, these numbers are going to be even worse, all right? So closing costs, we're going to say, is around $5,000. I'm going to round that up to a little bit and say the new loan is now going to be $240,000. That covers the closing costs. Again, we still haven't talked about impounds, and I'm not going to this week. But so $240,000, you get a rate. The new 30-year rate is 3.0%. Sound good so far? You're going from 3.75 to 3. Loan went up a little bit. Not a problem, right? Your new payment on this loan is $1,032 a month. How does that sound to you? You went from 3.75 to 3, almost a full percent there. Payment went from $1,389 all the way down to $1,032. That's saving you $357 a month. Now, if you do the math on that, you're going to save $357 a month for the next 30 years. That's going to save you $128,520. How does that sound to you? Well, that sounds fantastic. Only problem is, that's a total lie. You're not saving any money. You're spending money. So this is what I mean when saving money isn't really saving money. Let's take a look. Let's peel this back a little bit. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, so your old loan. Old loan, you owed $239,000 with 240 payments left, which we said was $333,360, right? That's what you're going to be out of pocket. So now you're going to get this new loan. You're going to owe $240,000 with 360 payments left of $1,032. So you got a whole nother 10 years of payments you're going to make, right? That means that you are going to be out of pocket $371,520. Can you see the difference there? At one point, you only owed $333,000. Now you're at $371,000. So you actually lost $38,160. Now, let me just pause right there and say, this is true. This isn't always bad, all right? So if you're in a position where saving that kind of money, with $357 a month every month, really makes a difference in your life, then that is a good decision for you. I'm not saying this is a bad decision. I'm just saying always know when saving money is saving money and when it's not saving money. If you know the truth and you know the numbers and you make the decision, educated decision, then that can be a good decision for you. For a lot of people, saving or not spending $357 extra a month, but extending out the loan, it makes a lot of sense. It frees up some of your capital. You can do stuff with it. You have some breathing room, makes your life easier. Then that can be a fantastic and a great decision for you. But I want to make that clear. So it's not always a bad thing. It's just don't fall victim to the saving money thing because you're not really. So let me move on from there. Let's talk about when it does make sense to refinance, the refinance formula. All right, because sometimes when you refinance, maybe you'll save $50 a month, $100 a month. When does it make sense, really? Now, I stole this. Somebody give credit where credit is due. A guy by the name of Clark Howard. He has a radio show, or did. He's got a website. I think he's a fantastic money guy. I love what he says. Everything he says to me makes sense, and I like to manage the money the way he said. So I took this from him. I'm not going to lie. He's a smart guy. I did tweak it just a little bit. The formula is the cost to refinance should cost less than the money saved in interest over 3 years. Now, Clark Howard says over, the 30 payments. I say 36 payments, 3 years. So I'm a little bit longer. Anyway, so what does that mean? Let me explain what that means to you. All right, so let's just do simple math. The true math is a little more complicated, but very simple math. You take what you owe times your current rate times 3. That's the years. So in our example, you owe $234,000. Your rate was 3.75. Multiply that times 3, and you're paying $26,325 in interest every 3 years. Again, simple math. It's actually a different number, but it works this way. All right. The new loan, like I said, you're going to add some closing costs into it. It's $240,000. It was 3%. 3 years, you're going to pay $21,600 interest. Notice it's less in interest. Well, it should be. The rate's less. Okay. So that difference, the amount saved in interest, is $4,725. Now, if you remember in my scenario, I said that the cost to refinance was $5,000. So using the formula, the cost to refinance should be less than the amount of money saved over the 3-year period. I would say this refinance would barely make sense. In fact, it really doesn't meet the formula. It's over the formula by a couple $100, right? So I would actually have to say it doesn't make sense, but it's so close. If it made sense to you to not spend that money each month, then so be it. There you go. So hopefully that helps you out there. But let's take this just one step further or so. So let's talk about what is the smart money? Where should you really kind of focus your attention now? So smart money, rule number 1, make sure you pay your own impounds. Like I said, when I did these numbers, they're based upon, I did not include taxes and insurance. Now, if you have to reestablish an impound with your bank, your new lender, that means you could be paying 6 to 9 months of taxes of impounds, maybe up to 14 months of insurance. That's a lot of money you're going to add into your loan. Most people just add it into the loan. That could be another $5,000. Well, that really skews these numbers and really makes it a bad idea. So if you can help it, make sure that you pay your own impounds. Self-impound, right? Don't add taxes, insurance into the loan. If you can help it, don't extend the term of the loan, right? In our example, this borrower had already been paying for 10 years, only had 20 left. So why not do a 20-year loan? All right. So I took that example. What if this person did a 20-year loan? That'd be $240,000. Again, we added the closing cost. The rate on a 20-year term at 2.875 for the next 20 years, that's $1,316 a month. All right, you're not saving a lot. You're actually saving $73 a month. And it's true savings because you didn't extend the loan and you just dropped the payment. So you really do save $73 a month, and that's $17,520 over the next 20 years. Right? That makes a lot of sense to me if you can do that. Now, if you can take it one step further, better yet. This one's a little more painful, but shorten the term. What if you did a 15-year term? All right, so $240,000 on a 15-year rate. We're looking around 2.25%, 2.25 for 15 years. The payment is $1,572 a month. Now that's $183 more a month. It's a little painful, right? But what does it really do? That shortens the loan by 5 years and actually saves you $50,000. That's a true savings. You just have to come up with more money each month to make it happen. But hey, there you go. That's my tip on refinancing. You guys have I hope you have a great week. It's only Tuesday. And if you like it, hey, hit like, subscribe. I plan on doing more of these things. And I'm not even sure what we'll do next week. Stick around and find out. Take care. Bye.